Howdy, neighbors. Well, this is the first morning after Ross and Jimmy and Olive showed up, and already there's a huge improvement because Ross has been busted butt and trimming. So he's opened all of this up for me. Now you can see my seat that's under here. It's a concrete cat seat. There's actually a mouse in between its legs, but you can't see it because of the grass or the weeds or whatever you call them, leaves. But he's taken out a ton of the willow, whacked back this so it's open again. He's whacked these rose bushes back so you can get around them again, and opened up this. And look at the greenhouse now. He took out all the stuff that was in there. And he took out one of my willows that was on the other side of the path, just right in behind the lavender there, that was leaning way out this way. So he chopped that one down. And he's been chopping all the branches that hang down and get in your face and all, and then throwing over the hill. Look, there he goes now. And it's not even 11 o'clock. Plus, he got parts of Roberts Road, opened this all up so you're not shucking and jiving your way through all the heavy branches. He cut back a bunch of the dead palm fronds. Oh man. All I did was a little bit of weed eating. And I wanted to get the mower and the rototiller going, but because of my idiotness, I didn't put gas in my gas can while I was in town yesterday. So now I gotta make a run to town just to get gas for all the mowers. Both the riding mower and the regular mower are on empty. Got a chunk of this cleaned out over here. And my bank is getting farther out. There's the end of the tree that he cut down. Here are my neighbors weed eating over there. Still got to get all this. But the battery on my back kind of quit, so. Tried to leave some of the weed whack around and leave like the lemon balm. There's another one there. I did take out a plant that I like by accident. It was over in here. I was able to not hit a couple of them. And then this one. But 90% of this stuff needs to go. As does getting all the stuff around the cherry tree there out of there. Took back these rose bushes to where you can get around them. That's a big help. All right. So that's how quickly stuff gets done when you have somebody who has a good back and who can just, he actually loves the work. He says it's good exercise. So, and he pretty much hasn't slowed down since I got here this morning. Way cool. Oh, and he brought out a couple of his chairs. I didn't realize you'd brought chairs down here.
Yeah. I think they fit in pretty well.
Yeah, they do. You know that the other green rake?
Yeah.
I use it on here, and I kind of rake across the top to get all the floaties in one area, and then I take and I put it under the water, and I sneak up and come up underneath it, and boom, toss them out. And then all the willows that are still growing, like the ones right here you're about to trip on, all this gets, I always cut that all the way back to the stump. And the one on the other side over there is the same way. Yeah. There's a couple of flowers in there, and they don't stand a chance. You know, the one I see is bloomed, but there's also a couple more in there, and one of them is called a tiger lily. And it's right over in here. And you can pull out as many of these as you think you can grab too. Don't feel like it's not wanted. Slowly getting cleaned out again. I have no idea why this thing does that. Okay. I'm sitting down watching him work.
Break time.
Yeah.
What's for lunch?
I don't know yet. Grab an orange. Later.
We have a puzzle.
Keep pushing down into the dirt. Nothing to this really good.
Screws in here still. Square bit.
Yeah. Throw them under the porch. Water pumps, anyone?
Yeah, there we go. Now we got it good.
This one's mine?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Wow. Look at my phone says emergency calls only. I can't call out. It's letting you call me.
Did you see my text?
About Lake Isabella?
Did you see the picture?
Yeah, how close you are to the water?
I wasn't that close last night.
Oh, the water rose. Oh.
And this is the other problem. My car won't start.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I think that the starter is going on it. I know how the trick to start it, but still. And then yesterday, on the way out, I ran out of gas just before the pilot station. So Lori and I had to run and get gas, which only took us like 18 minutes. We counted it.
Wow.
And we filled up on gas, and then we got to Barstow, and we were meeting the next morning because why did we ski there? I forget. We ended up just staying the night for some reason. Oh, because her belt was squeaking on her van. So we go to leave, and she called me. We have walkie-talkies. She called me this.
I don't know if it looks any different. All right, I got the vetch all yanked out, and I trimmed a bunch of this willow out, and then Jimmy hauled it all and dumped it over the bank. And in the process, I got lucky. I'd been hoping that some of my aloe was still growing, and it turns out it was buried under there. There's another chunk of it. Right there. So I used to have quite a bit of it. Anyway, the maple tree is now free and clear. The other lilies are free to grow again. Oy. Still got a little more to go, but I got most of Caitlin's rose bush dug out, and both the hummingbird feeders cleaned. Guess I should get some more feed and put it in there. Why does this need to be cleaned? Actually, I should crank it up. I think my next project is trimming that rosemary back. There's going to be pounds of it, and it's going to look ugly for a while, but so what? All right. When this is doing what it's supposed to be doing, when I have it all leveled and cleaned and sealed up, working right, I normally, it'll be completely balanced perfectly to the point where all the water coming in goes out evenly over these edges. And as you can see, it's kind of tipped the wrong way right now because most of it's coming off this end. Whereas if it's done right, let's see if I can tip it a little without getting soaked. There, you can see how it works this way. But because it's all used materials and stuff, it tends to not do that anymore. But getting there, and especially having the help of those two gentlemen, it's way cool. And the heat of the day is coming on, so it's break time. Can't see the goldfish from this side. Too much reflection. Later.
Eating the cat food.
Yes, it's good. Going in to find the cat food.
Out. No.
There's some pretty big ones in here. And the cat food brought them out. Not to mention, now you get to see just how many are in there.
A lot of small ones.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of big ones in there too. Small ones must be this year's crop.
Yeah.
And the colors are just everything under the sun. There's black ones, there's, you know, gold and black and golden white. And I mean, why is this thing doing that? I don't know, it's going that way. Oh, man. What a weird ass thing. Wonder if the battery gets low and it starts flopping around doing what it wants to. You gotta find a better place to put it. I actually need to find me a good unit that I can stick on a window. Look at that thing, it keeps moving. I don't know if it's the G-forces are going around the corners. I don't know if it's just the bouncy or the battery's going. One minute it looks like it's straight up and down, the next minute it looks like it's at an angle, and then the dang thing keeps changing direction. It's like it can't make up its mind. Pine Bluff. I bought a couple pair of jeans the other day and turns out I grabbed the wrong ones. So I gotta return them and get the right size. Jimmy was in pretty bad shape yesterday. He's got allergies galore. He says he's thinking about leaving and heading up to Mount Shasta because